Let's go ahead and look at some examples, and we're going to solve these by graphing. In order to do that, all we're going to do is put both equations into Desmos and look for the places where they cross. So let's head over to Desmos and put in example 1 first. Here we are in Desmos. First, let me show you the parabola. That's our non-linear part of this system. And then second, here is the line. And so you can see that these two intersect. So let's go ahead and zoom in here so that we can see a little better. And they only intersect in one spot right there. Remember that it's the intersection of the two graphs, not an X or a Y intercept. Okay, we are looking for intersections. So this line and this parabola intersect at 0, -1. So that will be our one single solution. We saw in Desmos that our graph crossed at exactly one place where the parabola and the line intersected, and that was at the point 0, -1, and so that is our one single solution here. Now let's go ahead and go back and graph the equations for number 2. I'll let you try this one in Desmos and then join me over in Desmos to check your work. All right, here we are back in Desmos, and now I have the line represented by the green and the parabola in purple. Let's go ahead and zoom in and see where our intersection is. So it looks like our intersection is at 6, 0. That's where the line and the parabola cross, so that is our one solution in this case. We saw from Desmos that our intersection was at 6, 0, and so that is our solution. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple more on the inside of our foldable. Number 3, let's go ahead and go back over to Desmos and put this one in and see what it looks like. All right, here we are in Desmos once again, and I can see that I have my line in red and my parabola in black. And this time, the line crosses the parabola 2 times, so we have 2 solutions. The first is at -1, -3, and the second is at -3, -11. Let's go put that in our notes. This system of equations had 2 solutions. The first was at -1, -3, and the second was at -3, -11. So this one had 2 solutions because the graphs crossed twice. Let's look at our last example for this type, number 4. Notice that this is 2 quadratic equations, so we're going to get 2 parabolas out of this one. So let's take a look at what that will be. All right, so here are my 2 quadratic functions. I've plotted them, one in blue and one in green, and notice even as we zoom in, there is no place that these two cross. So if there is no place that they cross and have an intersection, then that means that there's no solution. To finish out this set of problems, we will say that we have no solution to this system because the 2 parabolas never crossed.